Theranos founder Elizabeth Holmes, pregnant and the mother of a young son, likely will receive a multi-year prison sentence Friday, then try to delay her imprisonment and overturn her guilty verdict, legal experts say. Holmes was convicted by a jury in January of 4 counts of felony fraud for bilking investors in her now-defunct Palo Alto blood testing startup out of more than $144 million with false claims that her technology could conduct a full range of tests using a few drops of blood. She is to appear Friday at 10 a.m. before Judge Edward Davila, who presided over her 4-year criminal fraud case and her 4-month trial in U.S. District Court in San Jose. Last week, Holmes argued in a sentencing memo that she never cashed out on her Theranos holdings, once valued at $4.5 billion, and that she has already received a life sentence of public scorn. She asked Davila to give her no time in prison, or 18 months of home confinement or, at most, 18 months imprisonment. Federal prosecutors, labeling her a remorseless liar and calling her frauds among the worst white-collar crimes Silicon Valley has seen, asked Davila to put her away for 15 years and make her pay $804 million in restitution, though acknowledging she was not motivated by a short-term desire for FINA. Holmes said in her memo she has no money to pay restitution. The federal probation office has recommended a 9-year prison sentence, a prosecution filing said. This week, Holmes' lawyers filed a response to the prosecution's argument that Davila should factor into his sentencing $804 million in investor losses, including hundreds of millions she was not convicted on, saying that would be unfair. The defense filing also attacked prosecutors' argument that Davila should consider harm to patients despite Holmes' acquittal on patient-related charges, saying Holmes had good intent with respect to patient testing. Her legal team argued that Holmes undertook genuine reform once problems at Theranos became apparent, and when she took the stand in her trial, she acknowledged mistakes and regrets. Experts believe Davila will order Holmes imprisoned and that she will seek to overturn her conviction by appealing her case. The question is, will she be in or out of custody while that takes place? Said former Santa Clara County prosecutor Stephen Clark. If Davila decides Friday to put Holmes behind bars, she is expected to ask him to delay the date she surrenders herself for incarceration, said criminal defense lawyer Carrie Cohen, who has been following Holmes' case from New York. The judge will ask federal government prosecutors if they believe she should stay at liberty. The prosecution and Holmes' lawyers may have agreed in advance about when she would surrender or may argue about it before Davila.